Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I just started my treadmill, so this thing's a little loud. You got to give it a minute and it like calms down or something once it gets warmed up. Anyways, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good to see you. Welcome to another episode of Gratitude and Gains, where we're going to get our bodies moving, get our blood pumping in the morning, set our gratitude and our goals so we can keep climbing higher throughout the week. So I'm excited you're here. This is episode 46. And if this is your first time here, I want you to go ahead and put a 1 in the chat and let me know where you're tuning in from. So go ahead and rep your city, rep your hood, and let me know if this is your first time tuning in. See what happened? See, you give it a minute and the thing like warms up and shuts up. Anyway, but I'm glad you're here, guys. So go ahead and check in with me. Put a 1 in the chat. If this is your first time, I'd love to welcome you. If you've been here before, you already know what time it is. Let's go ahead, hit that share button. Let's get the message out to as many people as possible. But let me go ahead and dive on in this morning. So I am super grateful and feeling excited today. Got tons of energy. And one of the reasons I'm so excited today and grateful today is that I had a Zoom call yesterday with someone who attended a Gratitude and Gains episode a few days ago. He was kind of going through a hard time and he commented in on the show and he was sharing how he had been feeling kind of burnt out, feeling exhausted, feeling like he can't really get ahead. And, you know, instead of just replying to that comment and, you know, sending a quick message or, you know, just giving him a shout out or whatever, you know, I felt led to actually meet him face to face. So we went from basically doing, you know, this live stream that I'm doing right now. He messaged me on Facebook. We ended up connecting. And from there, we had a Zoom call, had a conversation where I wanted to see if I could just unlock a few things and help him. And, you know, I thought it was pretty amazing how we went from, you know, a live stream and he lives in South Africa. Okay. So I'm talking about impact across the world. And, you know, we talked through it. We built some strategy. And I truly believe that it could have been a lifeline for him. You know, walking away from that call, it really reminded me that, you know, it's kind of like why I do this. You know, first it's, I started this show because it was a way to hold myself accountable. It was a way to hold myself accountable for my gratitude, my goals, my prayer journal, reading my Bible, and my workout every day. Like, I'm going to tell you, I've been extremely consistent with my workout. I don't skip a day. And, you know, with my prayer journal and all of that, my gratitude, my goals, I don't skip because of this show. And so that's the reason why I started it. But it's really changing. You know, my why is changing. Being able to make an impact with that gentleman that I met with it definitely sparked something inside of me that kind of changes things for my why, the reason for doing the show. And so it's already making an impact, you know, one person at a time. And that really fires me up. I love helping other people. I really do. It's just something that I've noticed fills my cup is when I can make an impact with someone else. And that was one of the pieces of advice that I gave this gentleman who I met with, who was feeling burnt out, was I told him he needs to really look at the things that fill his cup, the things that, you know, ignite him, that light a fire in him, whether it's, you know, music, whether it's working out, whether it's helping someone else, whether it's, you know, just anything that fills his cup. I told him to take inventory of that because he's going through a season where he's been feeling burnt out. And we were also able to unlock a few other areas where he's struggling. One of those is sleep. His sleep pattern's kind of off and things like that. But anyways, long story short, I'm grateful for this show. I'm grateful I get to make an impact and was able to help this guy from all the way across in South Africa. I thought it was just amazing. How cool is that? I'm also grateful for the direction I'm feeling right now in my business, the clarity around my mission, right? And I am on a mission. I am on a mission to help people turn their setback into their comeback. All right? So if you've ever been in a season where you're feeling like maybe you're in a setback, all right, just put setback in the chat. If you've ever felt that way, because that's my mission, is to help you turn your setback into your comeback. So I feel clarity around that. And I feel peace around everything else that I'm building right now. And I've got a lot going on. There's a lot happening. But it feels purposeful. And it just feels right. So I'm grateful for that. So would love to hear from you. What are you grateful for? I'm going to go to the chat now so I can check in with you guys, see what's going on. We got Benji in the house. Yo, good morning. Good to see you. I see Monkey Man. I see you. I see your comment too, brother. Appreciate you. We got Crystal in the house. Good morning. Good to see you. We got Jason in the house. We got Clippa. Good morning. Good morning. And we got Quaint. Good morning. Good to see you. So thank you guys for being here. Brooklyn in the house. Hey, that sounded like Biggie Smalls. We got Brooklyn in the house. All right. Good morning. Good to see you. All right. So guys, tell me if this is your first time here to Gratitude and Goals. If this is your very first time being here, Gratitude and Gains, put a 1 in the chat. If this is your first time here. And then what I want you to do is just tell me where you're tuning in from. All right. Like I was mentioning earlier, I was helping the gentleman. He came in, was tuning into this show. We ended up taking that conversation to another place. We took it to a Zoom call, and I ended up helping to unlock a few things from him. But he was from South Africa. Can you believe it? South Africa. Crazy for me. I'm in Texas, right? So I see Travis Baus. Good morning. Good to see you, brother. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. All right, we got some ones in the house. Thank you for being here. I know this is your first time, and let me just explain real quick for my first timers what Gratitude and Gains is all about. I started this show to really hold myself accountable, to get up, do my prayer journal, my gratitude, my goals, read the word, work out. Right? I have this thing called the Morning 5, and it's five simple steps to start your day. And this was just a way for me to hold myself accountable for that. So for my first timers, that's what we do here. I get up here and I share with you every single day what's going on in my mind, what I'm grateful for, my goals, things that are going on in my life. And I encourage you guys to do the same thing, because I know that 5 simple steps can change the way you start your day and can change your life. Okay, so I actually shout out to Glenn Lundy. If you guys don't follow him, check him out. Glenn Lundy. He's the one that wrote the Morning 5, and he's amazing. All right, so let's go to the chat room here. We got Brooklyn. Morning to you, even though it's night for me in Australia. Amazing. I love that. Australia's in the house. We got, I can't really read the name. I'm going to try to say it, but I'm going to mess it up. Minka. I can't say it right. Sorry, I apologize. We got Clippa. Good morning. Good to see you. Texas in the house. Yes, that is a state in America. Absolutely. Texas, the great state of Texas. So thanks, guys, for joining in. I'm going to go ahead and get to my message for the day. All right. So my message for today, I was reading John 16, and it reminded me that I don't have to carry everything by myself. You know, so many times we go through life and it's like, you know, we feel like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, you know, like this weighted vest here. You know, it feels like we're carrying everything by ourselves, but strength hits different when you lean into guidance instead of trying to force your way forward alone, right? When you lean into guidance, just like the guy earlier that I was talking about, he asked for guidance. He was on this show, he reached out, and he pretty much asked for help. And I said, hell yeah, let's go. I want to help you, right? Leaning in to guidance is not a weakness. It is a strength, right? You don't have to do everything on your own. And so I was reading a devotional this morning, and it echoed that, right? It echoed the same thing. It was actually talking about how easy it is to cater to everyone else's expectations, right? Trying to keep people happy. How many of you can relate to that, where you're always trying to keep someone happy? Like, especially as we get into the holiday season, right? We're trying to keep all our family members happy and all this kind of stuff. Everyone else's expectations, right? And you end up feeling drained in the process. And when you do that, your awareness of peace fades away. And you start giving people crumbs instead of giving them the full plate. Like you're only giving them the last of you instead of giving them the best of you, right? How many of you can relate to that? You get pulled a million different directions. You're trying to please everyone, and you end up giving people little pieces instead of the full plate, right? If you can relate to that, put a 2 in the chat, all right? And here's the deal. Some of my personal reflection, you know, right now, I've been praying for the right helper in my business. I'm looking for like my sidekick, okay? Basically, I'm hiring someone who believes in my mission, someone who can help me to stay focused in my zone of genius. This is more than just an executive assistant. This is someone who can help build a structure around my vision, someone that I can really trust. If I say, hey, here's what I'm trying to accomplish, I know that they can just go get it done or find the right people to get it done. But either way, it's getting done, right? They guard my time and they're able to help free me up to, again, stay in my zone of genius. And so I'm hiring someone like that right now. And that Zoom call yesterday that I had with the guy that I met with from this show, it reminded me of something powerful. It reminded me that clarity, right? Being focused and having clarity, it's contagious, right? It really is. It's contagious. Sometimes people just need one clear conversation to start turning the corner, right? You just need one clear conversation, and that could help you literally change your life. I've had people that I've spoken with in my life that have been able to change the direction of my life with one conversation. Clarity is contagious. Remember that. And impact happens in moments like that. So that's what I'm about right now. I'm all about impact. So this is bigger than a show. It's bigger than content. It's bigger than numbers. Right? This is all about people. Just like the gentleman I was able to help from this show. He came in the live stream chat, and we ended up on a Zoom call. And I'm really hoping and praying that unlocks something for him. It can be one conversation, guys. You know, you're one conversation away from everything changing in your life. Just one. You get in the right places with the right people, things can happen, right? It's one of the reasons why the name of my podcast is the Who You Know Show. It's all about people, right? So through all of this, I'm grateful for the peace that I feel right now, even though there's still a mountain of work to do, but it's no longer stressing me out, okay? It's shaping me. It's making me stronger. And right now I'm looking for the right person to help come align with me and my mission that I'm on to help more people and to serve more people and to make a bigger impact. I'm looking for somebody who believes in that mission, who wants to come alongside and help me implement. I need someone who can execute the vision, right? So all that to say right now, the lesson is that peace fuels progress. Peace fuels progress, guys. Pressure steals it. Pressure steals progress. Like when you stop trying to please everyone and you stop trying to hold everything together on your own, and you're able to get the right people in your life that can help you move forward with clarity, and you move forward with a calm intention and peace, your purpose comes into focus, right? And that's kind of the space that I'm in right now. So I got an action step for you guys. What I'd like to, because I want to make an impact. That's what this show's about. I want to help you. So I'm going to ask you, I want you to ask yourself this question. I want you to ask yourself, am I moving from a place of peace or from a place of pressure? Tell me in the chat, are you moving right now in your life, currently, right now, peace or pressure? Which one is it for you? Tell me in the chat, peace or pressure? Because that one question can really change your whole day, right? If you feel like you're moving from pressure, if that's you, if you feel like pressure is kind of like pushing on your day, I want you to pause, breathe, reset, refocus, realign, okay? You need to take a moment. I think I remember back in the day, they called it the chill pill. Take a chill pill. And just choose peace. Choose the calmer road, okay? All right, so we got Gojo says peace. I love that. James Frame, my man. Hey, James, I just want you to know I appreciate you. I love you, okay? I see your comment. And I just want you to know that I stinking love you and appreciate you for being here, man. So, James, if you need anything, seriously, if you need anything, I want to help you. Okay? Seriously, I want to help you. So, if you need something, holler at me. Come connect with me on Facebook. Okay? Come connect with me on Facebook, and I'd love to see how I can help you, okay? For real. This message is for James Frame. Because of that comment, I see you. I want you to know I'm seeing you. I'm locked in right now, okay? And I want to help. Whatever you're going through, holler at me. Come connect with me on Facebook or Instagram, all right? And I'd love to see how I can make an impact in your life, okay? But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, so we got Travis Baus, my man, and the whole 50 grand says pressure. All right, so pressure. Well, we got to relieve the pressure. We got to get to a place of peace. So, and I hear you, man. I go through this all the time in my life, in my business. Got lots of pressure on me, lots of things I got to do. My to-do list is like a mile long and never seems to end. And even when I check things off, I got 5 more things coming in behind it, right? So it can feel like a lot of pressure, but right now I'm leaning into a season of peace. I'm just trusting. I'm having faith that, you know what? Hey, like There's always more to do. That's going to be there. Work's always going to be there. And it doesn't mean that I stop working. It just means that I have faith that things are going to work out when they work out, how they work out, that God's going to take care of it. And that God's going to bring me the right people at the right times, is bring me the right connections at the right times. And I just got to keep having faith and keep moving forward, breathe, relax, and do what I can do. And it just all of a sudden takes a lot of that pressure off. Like, if things don't get done when they're supposed to get done, I'm like, I don't beat myself up. How about that? It's like I don't beat myself up for things not going, to my timeline, to my design all the time. I want to have, we always want to have so much control, when in the grand scheme of things, like we're not really in control of a lot. The man upstairs is. Just having faith that he's going to take care of it. It relieves a lot of that pressure. It doesn't mean that you stop working. It doesn't mean that you stop trying, right? Or stop trying to solve problems. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means that it takes the pressure of the result off. Like, if it doesn't work out the way I thought it was going to work out, I don't have to beat myself up about it, So anyway, hopefully that helps, Travis. Appreciate you, man. All right, guys. Closing thought for you guys. I can feel myself right now stepping into a new season, right? It is one that is clearer, more intentional, and filled with more purpose. And right now I'm creating a in-person career transition summit. It's going to be an amazing event. I'm putting all the pieces together for that. And this event, it's really a major part of the impact that I'm called to create. I remember years ago, we used to run this career transition summit before pandemic, and then I moved it all online, and it's been online ever since. But back in the day when I used to do it, like I remember I was building towards what I called the Tony Robbins for career search. Like I wanted a high energy, high impact, like conference style. You see it all the time in business. In the business world, you see these conferences, these business conferences, and entrepreneurs and some of the best keynote speakers and motivational speakers and all this kind of stuff and high energy. They'll have like pyrotechnics on the stage, music going and connections and networking, and they'll be teaching you things that'll literally change your life. And it's just a high energy room, high frequency room. And when I go into a lot of these job networking spaces, and they meet at these churches, and I love them, and I thank God that they're there. However, when you walk in the room, it's a low frequency space. It's so like the energy is low and depressing and anxious and stressful. You walk into these job networking groups and again, I thank God that they're there. They do help people, but it's a low frequency place. And I'm called to elevate that space, right? To elevate to a high frequency, high energy, motivational, because that's what they need. They need inspiration, because all the tips and tricks and all the things that they can learn, it doesn't mean anything if they're in a low frequency. If their energy and their motivation and their mindset is in the dumps, they're not going to do anything. So right now I'm called to create that space. That's what I'm called to do. I got to create that space. Again, I've done it in the past, and I'm doing it again. So because of that, there's a lot ahead of me. I got a lot on my plate, but it doesn't feel heavy. It just feels aligned. All right? So that's what has been on my mind. And guys, I just want to say I'm grateful you're here. I appreciate you. Thank you, Gojo. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. It really does mean a lot. Bobby says, fit people gets the most heart attacks, bro. That's the truth. You know what? I don't know. I don't know about that. Let's ask ChatGPT real quick. We're gonna ask Chat. Let's find out if that is the truth. Because I don't know if I believe it. We'll see. Hey, ChatGPT. I got this guy in my chat right now named Bobby Digital. He's pretty cool. I love this dude. He's amazing. But he's got a comment come in talking about fit people get the most heart attacks. Is that true? Do people that are active and stay healthy, do they get the most heart attacks? Let me know what your thoughts are. ChatGPT. All right, let's find out. I love that because I don't know. I don't know if that is true. Paul Haggerty in the house, my man. Yes, keeping the faith. Amen, amen. Appreciate you. I see you. So chat is going to let me know here in a minute if fit people, active people get the most heart attacks. I don't know if that's true, but ChatGPT's being a little slow this morning, so maybe you're right. We're about to find out. They get me a little drinky poo. All right. Here's how it says. It says, Trevor, love how you're checking things in real time. I'm checking things in real time. That curiosity, that desire to serve people with the truth, that is exactly what your community trusts you. Why your community trusts you. All right, let's break this down with clarity and with heart. Okay, so this one is for Bobby Digital. It says, first, the answer, no. Fit and active people do not get the most heart attacks. The vast majority happen in people with classic risk factors like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, smoking, diabetes, obesity, chronic stress, and inactivity. All right? So people who are fit have low inflammation, low resting heart rate, better blood pressure, stronger blood vessels, lower risk of blockage, lower risk of sudden cardiac events. So basically, nah. Nope. But I appreciate it anyways, because I didn't know that. I do hear what you're talking about because I have seen people. I think, you know what? Where you may be getting some of that is like some of those people that are like roided out, they're taking like too much, roids and supplements and all of that, and they're getting jacked up, and they're like bodybuilders, and they're just massive. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Matter of fact, let's go into that. Let's follow up with chat. Hey, ChatGPT, what about those people who take like steroids and stuff like that? Are they at more risk for heart attacks? I think you might be right about that. Probably people that are just absolutely too intense. Okay, so it says, Trevor, great question. Here's what steroids can do. They raise bad cholesterol and lower good cholesterol. They increase blood pressure. They enlarge the heart muscle in unhealthy ways. They increase inflammation. They can cause blood clots. All right. So basically, yes, to answer your question on that, people who use unhealthy or unnatural ways to get fit, those people are more at risk of a heart attack. So on one end, you're right. On one end, you're wrong. So I appreciate that comment anyways, because I just learned something today. See that? You guys are teaching me. Okay. So a couple shout outs before we wrap this up. We got Hi Jackson, or Go Joe Kid says, hi Jackson. Jackson Dennis is in the house. Good morning. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Really appreciate the comments. Guys, before you rock and roll and head out, because I'm going to get to the rest of my workout here. What I'd like for you to do, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, the Who You Know Show podcast. Okay, it's different from this show. I want you to go check it out. When you leave here, go straight over to the page, check it out. You'll see it's a lot different. The Who You Know Show podcast is where I interview some of today's biggest thought leaders, influencers, celebrities, coaches, athletes, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, CEOs. We're talking about people that are doing big things, okay? And what I'm trying to do is unlock their blueprint to success, whether that's in your wealth, health, business, career, relationships, your faith, right? I want to unlock what it means to be successful in those areas. And so you'll see me, I speak a lot on career, and I speak a lot on finance, on wealth. Those are the two verticals that I stay in and I teach. Okay, but you're also going to see content from some of today's most successful people, and I want you to go check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Gojo says, yeah, I already did. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right, let me know your feedback on the channel as you're watching some of the content. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm literally trying to deliver success on a gold platter. I'm trying to help people with that, okay, so that they can turn their setback into their comeback. All right, so guys, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being here today in the chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful for you. I do see a few folks over there on Instagram. I've been neglecting my IG chat. I'm sorry. I appreciate you, IG. Thank you for being here as well. And guys, that's the show. Let's rock, let's roll, let's go. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a blessed day.